What is up, everyone? I am Ryan here with Short and Sweet Gaming, and we are here with the Game of Thrones video game by Telltale Games. Now, if you don't know Telltale Games, they made the Wolf Among Us series, the Walking Dead series with Clementine and Lee and all that stuff, and really good story-driven, non-gameplay driven emotional games. And they came out with Game of Thrones Episode 1 yesterday, and another one, Tales of Borderlands, yesterday. We'll be playing both of those, but we're going to start with Game of Thrones. We're going to be doing both at the same time, I should say. Game of Thrones will most likely go up first, but Borderlands will follow right behind it. So, I'm going to be honest, a lot of people maximize your Game of Thrones experience. Can you tell the game sound? No thanks. I'm going to be honest, everybody that I know loves Game of Thrones. And I remember when it first came out, however many years ago that was, I watched the first episode, and I've never watched it. I know nothing about the series. I know nothing about the story behind it, the characters. I know very little. So all I know is that we have episode 1 is the only one released, so we're just going to jump right into it. And hopefully I can learn a little bit while we're going on. And if stuff happens that I have no idea what's going on, forgive me because I didn't watch it. Maybe this will be good enough that it will get me to start watching it. I know it's on Netflix or something like that, so I might just try and power through everything. But game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play. Just like that was my favorite thing about The Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us, is that based on the choices you make, the story changes. So for thousands of years, House Forrester had been loyal bannermen to House Stark. Darkest regions of the Wolfswood, they harvest the rare ironwood trees. Now the North had begun ripped apart by war and rival houses to claim the Forrester ironwood for themselves, and the fate of House Forrester hangs in the balance. Okay.
The trout in the towers, the wolves got the fish and they all ran away. The trouty flopped off and out of
Just want to see if I can put on subtitles for you guys, if there is any. There should be. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's get back into it.
Two weddings brought on by beheadings, and 90 cooks for me. 2 weddings brought on by beheadings, and all is happily.
The great Jaime Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. I mean, if we're being honest.
Why not?
They don't give swords like that to pig farmers.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What'd I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
So there's not a lot of talking I can do during scenes like this when they're all talking. So I'm trying to read, or I'm trying to listen,
The king in the north!
The king
and trying to figure out what's going on for
March on
myself.
Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Iron from ice!
Got it.
Well, I only said Iron from Ice because I know that the name
my
of this
lord.
first episode
I
is
need
Iron
you
from Ice.
To keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
To bring honor to House Forrester, my lord.
You have more honor than those who were born to it.
There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire.
But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Okay, so we're Garrett, I think.
Hell. Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Uh-huh. So we can't let anybody know we're going into battle tomorrow.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ah, pig farmers. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life.
Okay, I know it's kind of an odd place to end it, but I'm gonna have to end the first part there. Again, sorry I'm not doing a lot of talking. There's a lot of, that's what these games are if you haven't seen them before or played them before. A lot of dialogue, a lot of story-driven stuff. A lot of it is just me making decisions in the conversations between different characters, and that tailors the rest of the story to how it plays. It will pick up, most likely. The Walking Dead started off like this, a lot of talking, a lot of quiet stuff, and then the action came in a little bit later, and it got more intriguing and more interesting. So please stick with this series. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Remember, these episodes are going to be 10 minutes or less. That is the purpose and point of Short and Sweet Gaming, because not everyone has all day to sit around and watch a 25-minute, 30-minute video. So, that's going to be it for this first part. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel so you can see when new episodes of Game of Thrones come out, and I'll see you all in the next video here on Short and Sweet Gaming.